Hello, people, and there's interesting things that we gotta talk about. Bitcoin's been dumping, but the futures market, or not the futures market, the options market have not been acting like it, at least not in the long term. They have lost no confidence at all. It's no surprise that people bought a strike price of 95K on a call option at the end of December. They believe that Bitcoin by the end of the year is going to $100,000. That's nothing strange. A lot of people actually believe in that. But there's also a strange strike price buy at 110K by the end of July. That's in 30 days, basically. Well, 40 days. They're basically betting Bitcoin goes up by 70-80% within those 40 days. And there's quite a few of them buying this. Do they know something that we don't? I'm not sure. I definitely would not bet on 110K by the end of July. But that's really what it is right now for Bitcoin buys. So if you're buying 110K in July, you got to be somewhat worried about this slide right now because it's such a short time frame that this slide would actually make it harder. Most of the options market buys are there's an abnormally large buying flow in December and March expiry. 90 through 100K calls in the last 24 hours. So a lot of people are buying 90 to 100K from December until March of next year. So they're at least betting on that Bitcoin will be higher than 90,000 to 100,000 by 8-9 months from now. That's really nothing strange. I've also called the top at 150K. And when they buy a call option like this, they're buying the option to buy Bitcoin at 90 to 100K. Obviously, that would be worthless right now because you can buy Bitcoin for much lower. But if Bitcoin's 150K, you can buy for 100K. That obviously is quick room for profit. We believe this suggests the market is calling the bottom and positioning itself for a sustained rally, possibly last into 2025. Now, I don't know if that really calls the bottom because from December until March, we still got about half a year. So there's adequate time for us to fall a little bit more during the summer and then pump up during the fall and in the winter. So basically, the thing that I'm most interested in is a July expiry call at 110 is also getting a lot of volume. December one at 95 does not surprise me. I think that's pretty normal. But a July one at 110, do they know something that we don't know? Is there a big event in July that's going to carry us up above 100K? I don't really know. I mean, yes, there is the Ethereum ETF, but that's Ethereum. ERC and Ethereum does not really affect Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price kind of stands on its own. It's the one that affects everyone else's price. If you bought an Ethereum call at the end of July for even $6,000, I could understand that. But buying a Bitcoin call at the end of July for $110,000, that just blows me away. Because you're expecting within 40 days Bitcoin to rise from $64,000 to $110,000. And that is a lot of hope based on not much evidence right now. Maybe someone knows something that there's big institutions just waiting to buy in July. And I'm not saying it's impossible. Not saying it's impossible because we have seen Bitcoin explode like this before. In fact, when Bitcoin does explode, it's usually always like this. Within a month, it doubles within a month. But if you look according to the 4-year cycle, this is not supposed to happen until the end of this year, unless there's an event sometime this month that would have triggered a large buy up to 110K. So I'm not really sure if these call buyers actually have any other information, but it might suit you to DCA in some right now just in case they do have some information. Like I said, the December expiry call at 95K, that's to be very much expected, but a July call at 110 is very, very wild. And there's a lot of demand for a July call at 110. Of course, right now, Bitcoin's price not doing too well, 64,200. I still think we have about a couple more days to go downward, honestly. I'm just looking at how the whales are selling out. Some of the miners are capitulating, trying to move into the AI space. So I do think we have a little bit more capitulation left. I don't think we'll hit below 60. And I think most of the bottom has already been touched at this point. And I don't think a lot of people are calling for 52. I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't think those Fibonacci levels really mean anything. They're always adjusting the Fibonacci levels to make it fit their theory because their initial guess is usually incorrect based on those levels. So the thing is it's pretty asymmetric that a lot of people are willing to buy 110,000. in July. You can look at this right here. Like at the end of July, there's a huge amount of these calls. The only ones that are actually bigger are 68K at the end of June, which is very achievable, like 4,000 in a couple of days, and basically 65,000 at the end of June. 65K at the end of June, obviously easily achievable. But the third one is actually July at 110K. So I don't really know if there's some insider information leaking there, but the fact that there's so many there leads me to believe that like someone somewhere has some kind of information that something major is happening in July. Now we have been hearing rumors that like big banking platforms that go over several banks have gotten the green light to finally buy. They've finally gotten all the paperwork through and they're about to buy. But that's just a rumor and it's not much to rely on. The only thing that's solid is the Ethereum ETF. And once, like I've said before, the Ethereum ETF does not depend on Bitcoin. So very, very strange, and I would DCA at least a little bit just in case something big goes on. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.